We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The well-traveled Nick Folk has us set for a start, and we are underway here in Nashville. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mayfield going to the air right away. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mayfield down. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
It's hauled in by Shepard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield with it once more. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Rudolph. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield now from the 50. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And again, it's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Second and goal from the 6 this time. In motion left, Shepard. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Rudolph. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
It's caught by Jackson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Folks' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rudolph. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Rudolph. And he whips that one incomplete there. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Rudolph looking to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Rudolph now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Here we go. Go.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
In motion left, Godwin. Throwing, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This is caught by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Mayfield now. Buying time to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Let's go.
Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Baker.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down.
Hey, only 33, good.
Now Mayfield.
Rolling to his right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Being chased out left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Just over 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd down. Mayfield. Pass complete to Shepard.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mayfield to throw.
And that's complete to Shepard.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Mayfield.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Left side into the hands of Otten.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Rudolph. That's complete to Westbrook-Akine.
And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One last throw here for Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. On the return, here's oh no, right at the start, he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing to begin is Love. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here we go, set. Ready?
A 2nd down throw for Love.
A sack certainly isn't ideal in this situation, but I think this quarterback considers himself lucky he at least prevented the safety. This defense is in attack mode. They know they're one big play away from taking a 2-0 lead.
Ready, break.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here and early.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game, is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Everybody kill.
Play fake. Prescott. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go.
In motion, Lamb. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That one downfield for Cooks. That's caught. And he will score. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Prescott will bring up his guys for this 2-point attempt.
Here we go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable with Reed.
Set, ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Set, hut.
The man in motion is Watson.
Hut.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this
On the ball.
close to the 40-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set, hut.
From the gun, it's Love. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Malik Hooker. And he's going to be taken.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start, and we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Mayfield now. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield now from the 50. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Mayfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. Moore, the man in motion. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now a second and 2.
24. We're set.
Faking the give. Now Watson out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Watson. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Now there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second and a couple.
Down, coming. Alert, alert.
Now Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
54 down, he's coming. Press it. 55.
To throw is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Here's Watson. Open man downfield is Jeudy. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 42 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even two steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, a 22. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Set.
Off off of play action. It's Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Dent.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. Going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
14. Move, 14. Move,
Russ now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. This finds Austin complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
offspring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On carry, this is Najee Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throwing on third, Wilson. That throw finds Pickens. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Got Washington, it's complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first. Running behind center with Harris. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second. And they have to be thinking points here. This is Harris on second down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second. Najee Harris, the touchdown. That's no good. The veteran misses one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And in motion, out of the slot. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 34. Has a man, it's Brown. Breaks the tackle, Green grass ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware, but he's a viable option as well.
First down throwing for Hurts. He lofts it deep left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. And it's going to be second down.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Couldn't connect on Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And it looks great flying through the air, bro, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
On third down, it's Hurts. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game to go towards you. I love that.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles literally won up that opening touchdown drive, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
14.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Wilson now from the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4. Russ is cooking again. It's caught inside by Fryermuth. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Wilson. He puts some power on a deep one left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Power.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got second and 15. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
12, 12. Clear.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
That's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
4th down, Wilson throwing. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. And no one with the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Barkley goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown! Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, Britton Covey. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Get this drive started. First and 10. They've got a man in motion. On first down, Hurts. That's completed right side. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pavement.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A run for Warren here to start the 3rd. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Going right side, Harris with it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Has another lane. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First step behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. On 2nd down, Warren. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backward.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Here's Wilson. Throwing this back in the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Sometimes a court.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go from Santa Clara. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack!
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down. McCaffrey. Finding space inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Take off.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Third down. Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. When you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
They'll return this from the 11. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
Let's go now.
Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake. It's locked. A ball deep for the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants move out in front, 13-3. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Sack.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And you'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Ready? Ready, ready?
They'll motion over Samuel.
Ready?
Purdy now on second down. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to have the perfect play gets the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here we go, set! Go!
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Ready?
Second and 7.
Come on, set! Set, go!
Back to the air is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. A dive, and he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They go play action. It's Locke. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. On first and 10, here's Locke. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's the option, running right. Here's a third down and 4. Lock out of the shotgun. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. From the gun, it's Locke. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
This one's hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Here's Locke. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Jarvarius Ward with the pick. And the Niners are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to try it here again. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
19, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go, strike.
On play action. Locke. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Locke to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
Go!
He will fight his way to the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, easier to convert.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to...
And he'll be taken down. They've got it. Back at the 50-yard line.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Niners will take over possession here at the 44.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Hold it ready.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late, and this is 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Ready. Hot go.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, knock him down 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Lock. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.